In this lesson, we are going to learn how to merge multiple waves or multiple repeated cross-sections of a survey by the common columns. In the last lesson, we imported the 6 shared data frames or data sets into our global environment, and in this lesson, we are going to merge them to create a combined data frame or a combined data set. So here we can observe that these different shared data sets had different numbers of variables. So for today's lesson, our plan is to combine them by the common columns. So for example, in this 2017 dataset, we have this case ID. We also have a case ID in 2018 and all the way to 2022. So all these datasets we have case ID. And in our combined dataset, we also want this case ID to be present. Whereas there are some variables such as this weight 1b which aren't available in the other data frames. For example, in 2022 we don't have any weight 1b, as I can observe based on the view that I'm getting here. So these variables will not be part of the combined dataset. So we are going to merge these 6 data frames by the common columns, and that's the plan. And this lesson is going to be slightly advanced relative to what we have done so far, but just bear with me. You don't have to memorize anything. You can use my code in the context of the survey dataset that you are using for your project. First, we are going to load the dplyr package. This is going to be the package that we'll be using for running some of the functions in this lesson. So I ran it and the dplyr has been loaded into my R environment. The next thing that I want to do is create a year variable inside each shared dataset. The reason that I'm creating this is that in this individual shared datasets, for example, this is the shared 2017, there is no variable that indicates the year. Now, once we merge them, we want to be able to identify which responses were given in which year, and for that purpose we are going to create a year variable inside each of these 6 data frames, and we are going to set the value equal to the year in which the survey is conducted. For example, this is for 2017, and then we are going to put the value 2018 inside the year variable for the shared 2018 responses, and also similarly for the other shared datasets. So because I have already typed all this here, I can just select this much and click run, and as you could see that it added one variable to each of these data frames. Just to double check that this year variable has been created. So at the end of 2017 we can see a year and the values are 2017 for each of these responses. Now if I go to 2022, again we can see a year variable has been created and the value 2022 is present. Now that we have created it, once we merge these 6 datasets, we will be able to detect which responses were given in which year. Next, we want to create a weight variable inside each of the 6 shared datasets. And this is slightly tricky because if you read the codebook, so for example, this is codebook for 2017, here it says that the weight 3b is most commonly used weight variable, and then in 2022 they had weight underscore pop. This was the most commonly used. So in different shared datasets, the most commonly used variable has been given different names. All we are trying to do is create a common name so that once we merge and create our overall dataset, all the weights that we will be using for analysis purpose will be under one column, and the name of the column or the variable is going to be weight. I looked at the code books for each year and I saw that in 2017 the most commonly used weight variable was called weight 3b. In 2018 it was weight 2b, and then for the other shades it was named as weight pop. So all I am doing here is creating a new variable called weight inside each of these data frames, and I'm putting the value of the most commonly used weights in each of these shades. For example, this weight 3b, which was the most commonly used weight in 2017, all these values gets put inside this variable, and similarly for these others as well. So now I can just select this and click run, which added one more variable into each of the 6 data frames. Next, we are going to identify which columns are common across the 6 data sets. Now this is going to be an interesting exercise, but you can always use the same code and tweak a bit given the context of your dataset, and you can use it over and over again. So just bear with me. For the collection of the common names, for that collection we are giving it a name, so we are calling it common underscore call underscore names, and then we are using the assignment operator just as before. Next we are going to use this reduce function and then the intersect function, and then we are going to put a comma, and then we are going to use the list function. Inside that we are going to use the names function. So let me go from back to front. So what's happening here is that for each of these data sets we want to collect the names of the columns, and we are collecting the names of the columns using this names function. Now once we have collected all the names, using the list function we are creating a list of all these collected column names. And lastly, using this combination of reduce and intersect, all we are doing is that we are keeping the common names, so the names that are common in this list. So what that really means is, let's say in our collection of column names there will be case ID that will come from 2017, and case ID will also come from 2018, case ID will also come from 2022. So this reduce intersect, all it is doing is keeping only one case ID name. So only one case ID rather than having these 6 different case IDs. We don't want repetitions. As long as we have the case ID in the list of the common columns, we are happy with that. And that's all this code is doing. So let's just select this and click run. Now you can see I have this collection of common column names. We have 182 columns that are common across these 6 data frames. Now we are going to do the last step. So in the last step, all we are going to do is we are going to merge these 6 data frames by these common column names. That means we are going to have 182 variables in our combined data set. And for that, first we will give our combined data set a name. We are calling it data, then just the assignment operator, and lastly we are going to use this rbind function. So this rbind basically binds the rows of different data frames which have common columns. So inside rbind we type the name of individual shade data frames, for example shade 2017. Next we use the pipe operator, and then we use the select function, and inside select, what would be the selection criteria? So we said the selection criteria will be these common column names that we already gathered, and we are just putting that inside select. So these will select only those columns out of 2017 which are part of this common call names list that we created. So for example in 2017 we had 444 variables. Out of them this is going to select 182 columns which were part of this common call names list. And next we are going to repeat that for the other shade data sets, and we just select all this, click run. This should create the combined data set which has 182 variables, and this has 71,125 rows. So this is basically the collection of all these rows. So we'll have all these observations, and we'll have the common 182 columns out of whatever columns were available in the 6 data frames. So this is how you can combine the data frames of multiple waves or multiple repeated cross sections of a survey.